Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so we back again. We back in S2. This time I got Sam Portis, aka Stubby, from Highway 64. My boy done came through. What's good? What's good?
What's up with it?
Chilling. Feeling good. I like that hat.
Tried to put the headphones on.
Yeah. Bro, it's hard not to. I know, because like that's why I like these, because you can hear the feedback, so you can kind of hear yourself. But yeah, I do like that hat. You picked the right hat to wear, because Raider Nation, y'all already know
All
what's
day.
up.
It's tatted on me and everything.
For real, where's yours at? I want one.
Man,
Tight. Hell yeah.
got the Oakland A's, Bay Bridge, Black Power, Bay Area. Where's that? Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Raiders. What's California?
I got Cali on me like 7 times, obviously, like because you know I got the SD with the 619, and then I got the Cali back here, but you know how we do. All right, so for you, I was like, we're gonna jump right into it with Ink Roulette. Before the introduction, before anything, we just finna jump right into this.
All right.
All right, ready? So you gotta answer quick, fast. All right. Favorite tattoo style?
Oh, I'm just open.
All right. What's the last tattoo you did?
Ooh. That's crazy.
You can't remember?
I can't remember. What was it? I think it was like a chest piece. It was a full chest.
Okay.
It's crossed right here with the dove.
Yeah.
Like a big dove and then a big Jesus on this side.
Okay, dope. What's the tattoos you hate doing?
Them same ones, them Pinterest tats that they be coming up with.
Yeah.
All the little youngsters, they
Yeah,
be wanting
like
the same
the-
Pinterest tat.
Yeah, literally.
And you try to change it a little bit,
they're like,
they be
nah.
that's not
I
how
want
it
it
looked on the picture.
exactly. Yeah, I want it exactly like that.
Nope.
You prefer to tattoo women or men?
Either one, I'm open.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, men be babies.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And the
They
girls
be
just sitting there
yeah, just
taking
be
it.
chilling.
Or they can be extreme.
That is-
Sometimes they
yeah.
can just be extreme. But
I think if you get a good like 21 and up woman, because you know, right 18, they just being dramatic to be dramatic. They there with all their homegirls. They like, oh God, it hurts, and you like, chill out, like sit still while I put this hard. Yeah, like we ain't even doing nothing. All right, so that was cool. See, get you warmed up.
yeah.
Now you see how we rock it. All right, tell us a little bit about you. Where you at? Where you from? How long you been tattooing?
I'm from Northern California, Oakland, California. I was born in Fresno.
Okay.
Shortly after that, we moved to Oakland and then moved to the San Leandro area. I graduated San Leandro High School.
All right.
I got a bunch of brothers and 2 sisters.
They live here or they still back in Cali?
Cali.
Yeah. It's just you out here?
Me and my daughter and my son.
Okay.
And her kids
Right.
and my kids. Basically, like
You and the
basically like
kids.
me and
Like your
below.
immediate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And where you tattooing at?
Highway 64 Inc.
Okay. Out there going like towards Chapel
Hill.
Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
Who all out there?
Me, Rick Davis, JB, and I have a piercing apprentice. Her name is Raquel,
Okay.
and probably gonna do this other apprentice. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, for sure. How long you been tattooing?
2002.
Okay, so not too long. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
How many years is that? What, 23?
Yeah.
That's a long time, bro. What got you into it? Like, what made you really want to start tattooing?
Man, when I was younger, I used to think that if I was a tattoo artist, I'd have a bunch of tattoos. But as you can see,
Yeah, you really got a lot of blank canvas.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I have like all this and
Right.
this
Right.
and shit, my back.
But you left the arms. I kind of wish
Yeah.
I would have slowed down and took like the slower route, because now that I'm doing these tattoos and I'm putting like these nice tattoos on these little 18-year-olds, like they first tattoo, and I'm like, dang, my arm could have looked like this. Like I could have had some nice work, like
this was one
start
night.
to finish.
It's toe up.
Yeah, like it's nothing, you know what I mean? Like there's so many that I have. Like I'm starting to work on, like I'm doing a little blast over and stuff, where I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go right over it. So 22 years? That's a long time. Did you start tattooing in Cali before you came out here?
Yes, I actually started. Well, the idea became reality,
Yeah.
and well, I'm not even gonna say became reality. The idea became a big idea when I
Okay.
was in Florida. I left California and I went to school in Florida. I went to BCC. Well, now it's called BCU,
Right.
Bethune-Cookman
Okay. Yeah,
University,
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's grown since
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
And I went to FIU in Miami. The BCC was in Daytona. So in Daytona, I was going to all the shops trying to see about doing an apprenticeship, but you know, me being me, they wasn't
Tight. Yeah, no, for sure.
really messing with me. So then I guess, but I still was working on the idea and
Yeah.
everything. When I went back home to the Bay Area, that's where I actually started. I ended up buying the equipment and just doing it myself,
Yeah.
self-taught,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Because you go to these shops, they don't look like us.
Yeah.
So a lot of shops don't take us serious. We're like, yo, I want a tattoo. And then it kind of goes from there. Like it's just a kind of like a uphill battle from there. That's kind of like what I was like. I brought you on for because, you know, like being in Tyler, there's not very many black tattoo artists. Like there's not.
Yeah.
I think there's like, I don't know, me, you, Rick.
Yeah.
maybe that's it, that are in like actual shops, like that are in a shop. There's a couple, you know, that be at the house, but in an actual shop, I think that's it. If I'm missing somebody, my bad. Please speak up. But
I think you pretty much got it.
yeah, I don't think
I
that
know
there's.
It was this girl named Chloe for a while.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if she's still even.
No,
out
she's
here
in Dallas, and then there was
what's going
G from Exotic, but he's in Dallas now too.
Yeah.
Shout out to G. That boy's doing his thing out there, bro. He's nice. But I feel like it's obviously an industry that was started by like white men. White men taught, and then taught another white man, taught another white man, taught another white man. Oh, then they taught this black dude, and then still kept going. You know what I mean? So it's really like new to black people when it comes to the tattoo industry, like being in a shop, like in a professional shop, coming out, not being in like a kitchen, not being in somebody's living room. Like
Even
it's definitely
tattoos going
different.
all the way back to our heritage.
Literally, yeah. Even though
the
we were
beginning of
doing them,
time.
yes. Even though we were doing them, the shop, you know,
Yeah.
the tattoo shop, we weren't a part of.
Yeah.
That's why I like Aaron Davis. Have you seen him before?
No.
He's a dope artist. He created black American traditional tattoos. Cause he like, how are these American traditional and there's no black references?
I want to see some of them.
He's really dope. I'm gonna have to show you. Yeah, like he's
You know what? Let me put this phone
he's
on
really
silent
dope.
because
Yeah,
this
you
phone
good.
go crazy probably. I already know. See, look,
going.
they knew I was turning it down, so they tried to hit me up.
Yeah,
again.
like quick. But yeah, no, he's cool. I like that because like I'm like that makes perfect sense. We have all this American traditional, but not a single black reference. Like nobody with a fro. You know, nobody that looks like they could be possibly black, but it goes back way back when we were, you know, no segregation, no nothing. But that shows you like how we weren't getting tattoos or in the tattoo world.
Yeah.
How do you feel like being black in the tattoo industry has affected you?
I know I definitely stand out. Especially because you know everybody got their phone voice and then they got their regular voice.
For sure.
When I'm hitting you with my phone voice, when I'm setting an appointment up, then they show up.
Yeah.
As I was saying earlier,
Yeah.
I might be sitting in front of the shop and they pull up and just talking to me. And, oh, well, I'm about to go to my appointment now. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I let them walk back out and look for me.
Like, here I go. This me. Yeah. No, for real. I've had people. I literally had a client tell me because I don't have my face on nothing. Like I just have
me
my
neither.
logo. Like
I don't believe in that.
yeah, I don't want my face on it because I don't care what nobody says. There's always prejudgment. Like if I see your face on something, I'm gonna pass prejudgment.
Like the people with the face for the logo?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Like this shop that I was working at in California is called Doug's Tattoo. Mm-hmm. His logo is his face, but it looks just like him though.
Yeah.
But he like it's one of the oldest tattoo shops in Oakland, California.
Okay.
It's been there the longest.
Dope.
I mean, it was there from before tattoos was even popular.
Really?
I got my first tattoo there.
And where's it
back
at?
in the day, Oakland, California.
Okay. What part? Like?
Right now, it's on. It's in between 98th and 99th.
Yeah.
And I would say East 14th, but they changed the name of the street because of the gang violence or whatever. So it's called International now.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
98th and 99th and International.
Yeah.
I think it's like 9901 International.
That's cool though. Longest shop. It's just like whenever you have your face, like I said, like they pass prejudgment. I've had a client get there and they were like, "I'm not even gonna lie, man. I thought you would be a white man." I was like, "Nope, it's me. It's just me." But it's weird that they do that. Like, I don't understand why people like pass that type of prejudgment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just assumptions. Just
Do you
always assuming.
Do you feel like our clientele is different from, say, like just your traditional shop clientele?
Yes, once they find out you black,
Okay.
it changes. But
Okay.
prior to that, it's almost like the regular
Yeah.
every
Chopping
other
it up
shop
with you.
clientele, and then I mean, naturally, you black, you on the track more black people.
Naturally.
So the demographics at my shop is kind of like it could go either or.
Okay.
'Cause I don't do like a lot of marketing, but I do marketing.
Right.
And I always put flyers and I always put business cards in stores. So
Yeah.
it's like a lot of hands-on marketing. I'm not really
Right.
doing like a lot
Social
of digital
media,
marketing.
yeah.
I'm still kind of getting
Foot
into
traffic. Yeah.
that. That's what I wanted my son and daughter to do for me, but
Do your content.
yeah,
They don't be
know.
doing right.
One day they gonna get it.
How
and
old are
they
they?
gonna start doing it. 16 and 22.
Oh yeah, they need to be on it, bro.
Yeah.
They need to be helping you with the social media.
But I mean, as far as just the regular marketing that I do, it brings a lot of like
Right.
traffic. It brings enough to where I don't have to do anything else,
Right.
and I'm able to actually service everybody, and I'm not overwhelmed.
Right.
You might have to wait a little bit before your appointment, but it'll be within a reasonable amount of time. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be like 6 months out or 9 months
Right.
out.
Right.
I feel like if you have to wait that long, that's ridiculous.
You
Like,
think so?
yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly feel
No,
like
for
that,
sure.
like-
I mean, everybody. I don't know. Like, I stay pretty booked, but I think it's more so of like.
If you want to wait that long,
But-
if you
but-
want to be
but
like, I want to
time.
come in July, that's fine. But
Do you do more smaller tattoos or large scale?
kind of maybe in between to large.
Yeah, I
A
think.
coming tattoo is just this whole.
How long does a forearm take you?
Man, it could take anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours max.
Okay.
I mean, I've been tattooing for so long. I tattoo pretty fast. It's not like I'm rushing through it. It's just naturally just,
Quicker.
yeah, it's like kind of systematic.
Right. So 3 hours max. I think it depends on artists. And I only say this because I stay booked, right? And I'm actually trying to like backscale because I've been pushing out like dang near like 3 to 4 clients, a day. And I'm like, that's way too much because I'm here like super late, starting super early. Like I'm dead, my clients is dead, But I feel like it's for artists. So for me, a forearm, right? Because like I do mainly like larger scale pieces. For me, a forearm that size, I'm gonna say my bare minimum, and that's probably just lettering, minimum details, 2 hours. It's gonna take me at least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, see that
bottom
hour and
to-
a half is kind of like it. If you was just like, I just really want the name and
Yeah.
shade it in.
That's it. Like, yeah, that's what I like, bare minimum. So I think what happens for like people that are booked out that far is like, it's only so many hours in a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, unfortunately, if I have 2 8-hour pieces daily,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I can see somebody getting booked out for But I just feel like it's just kind of gets to a point to where it's just like it's ridiculous. If you
No,
like,
I feel you.
I came today to get a tattoo, and you like, well, I could get you like on Halloween, and like what?
Nah, it's like that. But I guess that goes from street shop versus private studio. Like, and not even
Yeah.
just private suite, but like, you know, like La Familia, they're a private studio. The W, they're a private studio. And then you got street shops like Lost Boys, Exotic Ink, stuff like that, where you can go in there and you're expecting.
It's like fast food and sit down restaurant.
Yeah, like you go to any of those, I would probably be frustrated if I'm like, yo, I want this, and they like, we can get you in October, and I'm like, nah.
You like the summer haven't even
Yeah.
come yet.
Yeah, but I can see that. I can see the expectations of a street shop is like, if I want it now, I should be able to get it now.
Yeah.
Or relatively.
within a reasonable amount of time.
relatively close. Appointment onlys. It's appointment only for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like that.
So usually in the day, like I'll take like 1 or 2 big pieces, or maybe even just one really big piece,
Right.
and then I'll fill all the space in with the walk-ins.
With the
And I'll
walk-ins.
fill it in with like people that just want a name or just want
Right.
this or that.
Yeah.
So as far as the smaller ones, it's always available. If I'm not available,
Somebody.
Jay's available,
Right.
Rick's available.
Right. Yeah. Somebody's available.
I've even referred people to you.
Yeah,
I've even
appreciate
referred
it.
people to you.
Yeah.
Like some people will call and they'll be like, do y'all have any female artists? I'll be like, we don't have any here, but I do have somebody I could refer you to.
Yeah. I
A lot
appreciate
call
that.
around and be like, well, chances are you're gonna end up calling her. So
Yeah, like let me just
This
go
is
on
what you need to
and
look for.
streamline that. Yeah, no, for real, bro. I've been knowing Rick forever. This is actually my first time like meeting you here today, like in person. You know what I'm saying? But I've been knowing Rick forever, and that dude's been tattooing for a long time. He's nice with it. But like you were saying earlier, once people realize you're black, you feel like the situation in the shop changes. Like in what way?
sometimes I look at the people that look just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just so uncomfortable. But I mean, it's like I got a 75-inch screen TV in there. It's
Yeah.
a private room.
Yeah,
The couch, everything. So you're gonna be
comfortable.
in there, but they'll just be like, hand them the remote, like, watch whatever you want. Well, what do you want to watch? But like, I want to watch what you want to watch.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally gonna tune it out as
Yeah,
soon as
yeah,
I start
I'm-
anyway. So
right.
you just make yourself comfortable.
Yeah.
Then towards the ends of the experience, they always like, man, I like the vibe here.
Right,
And
right.
they end up coming back. And
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's some people that I know, they
Yeah.
some racist people.
Yeah.
But I'm a tattoo guy now.
Yeah, for sure. It happens like
what I
that.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does happen like that. How do you think it affects pricing?
Well, my crowd always looking for a deal. They always go like, "Whoa, can I just get this? I only got this." We like,
Yeah, no, for
"Man,
sure. Yeah,
that's- We just straight stick to our shop minimum,
yeah. What's
After
y'all
that-
shop minimum?
60.
That's not bad. That's
And
a
that's for,
really
like,
good shop
something-
minimum.
Yeah, that's
Like
for
for-
something small. Like
Right.
that's just
Yeah,
the minimum is 60.
yeah,
So 60 and up. You know, everybody want to know the price they call. Can I get a tattoo? How much it's gonna cost?
bro.
Like 60 and up. Like I
Yeah,
don't
it
even
starts
know
at
what you
60.
want.
Yeah, I don't know how big you are, what it looks like, none of that.
Like one dude was on the phone with me. I was like, so you know this is based off of size and time.
Right.
I was like, so he was like, well, it's gonna be real small. I was like, okay. So I asked him, say, so how tall are you? How much you weigh? This dude told me that he was 6'9" and weighed 320.
Bro,
And I was
small
like,
is
what?
gonna be like
I
6
thought he
by
was bullshitting
6.
the whole time till he came. I was like, okay, yeah. And he was with his dad. His dad was just as tall as him too.
So like, bro, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah. And I ended up doing the whole like,
Yeah, that's huge though.
well, if it was on me,
Right.
to like right here,
Yes.
but on him it was just
Just
right
that
here.
peak. Dude, I had a guy that was big like that, and we did like the classic half Jesus, half lion with the cross, 3 cross. It took 5 freaking stencils. Like a stencil for Jesus, a stencil for the lion, a stencil for the cross, a stencil for the other cross. That's how big he was. I had them all taped, and I'm like, this is crazy. Because on anybody else, this is a full body suit. Like, I
Yeah.
can put this on somebody's back. But like for him, it was just this right here, just the cap.
Yeah, man.
Dude was huge. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, no pricing. Your people be looking for deals, which
Yeah.
I get it. Like I understand, like tattooing can be expensive. One thing that I've kind of been hearing and seeing is like people say, whatever you start with kind of determines what you're gonna go into. So if you start off like, oh, you know, deal here, like constantly, then people are only gonna shop for that. That's what I've learned and kind of like what I've seen.
I make sure that whenever I price something, if I'm low pricing it, I'm letting you know we running a special right now. You can get it for this much.
Right.
Like no matter what.
Yeah.
Special or not. If it's a low price, I'm telling
like,
you, it's a special.
Just to, yeah.
And it really is.
No, it really is.
One day we might just be like, you know what? We're gonna just tattoo for our worth, and then y'all gonna think our price is crazy, but it's not.
It's really
we
not.
putting something on you that's gonna last forever, for life.
It's a lifetime investment. It's a lifetime investment.
Like one girl wanted to get a tattoo, and then she was complaining about the price, and I was like, well, see, I'm not trying to be funny, but
yeah,
how much you pay for your hair? Oh, I paid $250. I'm like, okay.
And
so
then you gotta
pay
take it out.
$250, and how long do it last? Well,
Right.
I got to get it done every other week, like 2-3 times a month.
Right.
Like so. That's only lasting for 2 weeks.
Yes.
I'm talking about something that's gonna last you forever. This is
literally
like
for
pennies on
life.
a dollar.
Yes, like it's if you bust down like cost per day,
Yeah,
like it's basically free.
Yeah.
It's literally free. There's no amount of money I could charge you for its actual worth. You know what I'm saying? So like, let me just get what I'm worth at this time.
So then you get some clients that respect that.
For sure.
And if you were to give them like a low price, or you just like, you see, whenever I get somebody a low price, usually it's something like, I want to add this to my portfolio.
Right.
Make sure that they do it.
Exactly.
And I want to do it how I want to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like this. And if you don't want it like this, that's fine.
Yeah.
However you want it, and it'll be like that, but that's gonna be that price.
Yeah, it's gonna be the regular price. Yeah, no, for sure. I definitely noticed that, and I noticed that like coming into the game, and I knew a lot of black artists like when I was younger. That's obviously who I went to because that's who I felt comfortable going to. But I did notice like it was a difference. It was a difference when I did start going into shops and getting professional tattoos. It was such a major culture shock for me and such a difference. And I was like, okay, where do I want to fall in at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do I want to be over here and be with my people and be comfortable? But I know like there's certain limitations to that. Do I want to be over here and, you know, be on the higher end and get that type of clientele, but then I'm gonna lose this. Like, and I don't want to lose my people. So like I try to like play in the middle.
See, I think that's where
like I try to play in the middle.
I think that's where the private rooms kind of helps, because at my studio it's like private rooms.
Right. Yeah.
And then we have a big area that we're building in the back. When I say we, I'm talking about me and Rick Davis.
Yeah.
We're co-owners for the Highway 64.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to my boy.
With the private rooms, because sometimes I get clients that's like straight up like, I only come here because you can close your curtain and close your door.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to, like,
Yeah.
not that I don't like these people.
No, but people like that
I
privacy.
just want to be by myself when I'm getting this done.
Right.
You know, and then sometimes I might have a rowdy little crowd and I need to close the window and close the door because
Yeah.
they're in here acting a fool. Yeah. So I think that helps a lot. And it kind of, like if I was in a open floor space, I could see kind of like my crowd controlling the crowd, so to speak.
Yeah, like your clientele.
Versus, I'm put you in this little room over here.
Yes.
Do whatever you want to do.
Right.
Act however you want to act. And it's not going to affect nothing.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I think the open shop concept is dead. Like, I think it's dead. When you have an open floor and it's just artists, it's too much. You have different artist personalities and then you have different client personalities. So like this client sitting here, wants this type of vibe, but this client that's 3 feet away from them wants a different type of vibe. Maybe they're quieter and this person's super loud. Like,
Yeah.
now the quiet person's not gonna come back. Maybe the super loud person will, but the quiet one ain't. They're not gonna come back because it wasn't their vibe. They didn't like it. It wasn't comfortable.
Yep.
So I agree. Like, having that the private studio, like where you can go into the shop, and it could be an open shop. And then maybe you do have some, on the floor, but some private rooms. I feel like there needs to be some sort of like dedicated space to where, like, if this person wants to be by themselves, they can be by themselves. Yeah, that's what made me go private. I was working like in a street shop. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, and like 1,100 square feet. So we like bam, 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 bam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, dead ass on top of each other.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it was when Stubby Inc. #1.
Right.
It was actually 1,100 square feet.
Yeah.
And it was me. It was Rick. It was Sheldon. At one point, it was Chloe.
Yeah.
And then it was Mel.
Yeah.
And we were all
like yes.
When you walk down this side of the wall with the TV right there, and it's just station, like a little partition wall.
Yeah. And see, we had like, we couldn't even keep the partitions up. We would just kind of like weave them in, weave them in and out, bro.
Yeah.
And like, and it's cool until you do start to grow that clientele. And I'm just like, okay, like I can't be confined to this little, basically like 2x2. You know what I mean? Because that's all you get. I'm like, I can't be confined by that. My clients can't be confined by that. Like, it's time to expand.
Yeah, like I love my private room.
Yeah, I love it.
And then one thing that I really like about the room is that when I close the curtains and close the door, you don't even notice the room's there.
Right.
It ain't like you could see like the little trim of light coming around, somebody in there. You don't even think nobody in there.
You wouldn't even know.
That's just crazy how it worked out like that.
I like that.
Perfect.
And you got your TV in there so your clients can watch what they want to watch. Nobody like, oh no, we don't want to watch that. The game on. Woo.
Yeah, I got my little special little program where you could get like watch the movies that's in the theaters and stuff.
Oh yeah, hey, I need that.
It's called the Startup Show.
Okay, yeah. Right now, like, bro, I just be having the killing shit on. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a true crime fan, so I either come in, it's either First Take or some true crime shit. Like, I'm starting with Stephen A, and then I'm like, yeah, let me be on my killer shit.
Not always. I just let the client just pick whatever they want.
Right.
Even if they're like, well, I don't want to pick, but like, well, what type of stuff do you like? And I just try to pick something that they want. And I found a lot of like shows and stuff like that.
No, for real, they'll put you on. They would really put you on, and it'll be stuff that you never would be like, oh yeah, I would watch this.
Oh, and always reset it. When they walk out, reset it. Don't leave it playing the last thing. You're gonna watch that movie 5 times in a row. Don't do that.
Got you.
Go all the way back to the beginning and let them pick.
Duly noted. So how long have y'all been over there at Highway 64?
It's going on a year.
I was gonna say coming up on a year.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you find that, like, do y'all get more Tyler people, Chapel Hill, like kind of mix?
We get a mix. Okay, so we definitely have all of our old clientele from Tyler.
Right.
They come there.
Yeah.
And then let me see. So Rick's customer base was a lot of people out towards Henderson already.
Okay.
And they used to drive all the way through Tyler.
Dang.
So it's real convenient for him because it's like halfway for him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then me personally, I have a lot of people coming from UT. Like, I'm like the UT tattoo guy. Just all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's your clientele.
And that's just 5 minutes away.
Right.
And then aside from that, I get a lot of people from Henderson, Art, Troop, all of this stuff out that way, because we're like the first shop when you first come into town.
Right.
And then it's a lot of Chapel Hill people. The Chapel Hill people support Because
Tight.
they like, it's the first tattoo shop in Chapel Hill.
That's cool.
The only
And
tattoo shop.
Chapel
And they-
Hill take care of their people.
Yeah, and they literally pull up and they literally be like, I want to get a tattoo. What you want, man? I don't know. I just trying to support. Just
That's
whatever
what's
you
up.
want to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I've had several customers like that in Chapel Hill.
That's what's
born
up.
and raised, and
Yeah.
they just want something from there.
Because it's the first one there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. Shout out to Chapel Hill. Them boys play some ball down there too.
Yep.
So do you think it's a difference between the way a black artist tattoos versus any other race? Like, can you look at a tattoo and be like, yeah, a black person did that?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I definitely, I
See,
think
and
so.
one
It's
thing
weird.
people gotta realize is that it's different tattooing melanated skin.
Very much so.
You have to take into consideration the way it's gonna heal, the tones that you're using,
Yep.
because it's gonna be a layer of the color of your skin over the tattoo.
Yeah.
So some colors just don't work for us. Like
Right.
I'm not getting a yellow tattoo.
Nah,
Why would I get a
yellow-
yellow tattoo.
Yeah.
My skin's darker.
Yellow
than that.
doesn't work for a lot of people. And that's why I be
Yeah.
trying to tell black people when they're like, I want yellow. I'm like, it's like 3 white people I can put yellow on. Yellow is just one of them colors, bro. Like you gotta be super pasty pale for me to
Yeah.
really just make this yellow look like what you're envisioning the yellow to
It's
look
gonna
like.
look like it when you first get it
Yeah,
done,
and
but
then
as soon as you heal and your
mustard.
skin goes over it, yeah, it's no longer.
It's mustard. Like that's why I use a lot of gold. I use like a darker, like a gold tone when I want to pretend, it's yellow for black. Like whenever I'm tattooing black
pretend.
people, yeah, because it's not. but against our skin and against other colors, that gold looks yellow because it's the lightest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, you're completely
See,
right.
it's kind of like I always compare it to this: black people barbershop, Mexican people barbershop, white people barbershop. Everybody got barbershops.
Yeah.
Now, me personally,
Come on,
if
Steph.
I go to the barbershop,
Where you going?
I'm going to the black shop.
Tight.
Not that the other races can't cut hair, 'cause
Right.
They cut hair perfectly fine.
Exact for
It's
what
just
their
that
people.
My type of hair
Yeah.
needs to be cut a certain way. I mean, that was a long time ago, but when I used to.
Yeah. No, I like this though.
But my type of hair needs to be cut a certain type of way.
Right.
Not saying nobody can't do what they're doing, and it's also kind of vice versa. They will want to go to where
Yeah.
they specialize in their type of hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at my shop, we tattoo all races, and your shop too.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
no stereotypes or nothing.
Yeah, it's
going
no
on.
stereotypes. I think it's easy.
There is a difference.
There's a difference, and it's easy for, like our white clients to go anywhere versus our black clients to go
Yeah.
anywhere. They're more limited on where they can go. One big thing I always tell my clients, because I don't ever expect to be your only tattoo artist. Like to me, that's weird. Like that's so weird to me when people get upset that people go other places. So what I tell my clients is like, hey, I ask you to do one thing if you go somewhere else. Look at their portfolio and make sure you see somebody that looks like you. If you go on their page and you scrolling for 100 pictures and it ain't nobody that look like you, that don't go there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, like, don't go there, because you can't tell me, I don't care if you're the best tattoo artist in the world, you laying that shit down, and then somebody that comes in that's super melanated, you know what to do.
Yeah.
You don't, because it's you don't do it enough. You may know the techniques, you may know what you're supposed to do, you may know how you're supposed to do it, but if you're not doing that every day, or at least working that in there,
you gotta practice. Practice makes perfect.
exactly, then you don't know how to do it. Like, so that's what I tell my clients. I'm like,
And
make
there's,
sure.
There's definitely a difference.
Yeah.
Prime example is one of my recent artists that was working up there. He tattooed this really dark skinned dude, and he kept coming. He was like, "Man, I don't know, it's just not working." So I gave him like some pointers. I was like,
yeah.
"I know traditionally you would do it like this." I said, "Just try this.
Yeah.
Just try it." Like what? I said, if you mess it up, I'll fix it. Period.
Right.
But I want you to finish it.
Yeah.
So he sit there and he tried. Then he come back at the end. He like, "Man, That's crazy. I would have never thought to use that technique on a person.
Right.
Like that's how you have to tattoo melanated skin.
Yeah.
There's a very big difference.
There's a huge difference.
Like the thin lines.
It don't work.
No, we're not doing no 3-round liner
No.
tattoos. It's going, watch out.
Yeah, I just told my cousin this yesterday. We sitting there after Easter, and she's like, "Okay, I think I know what tattoos." I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "Fine line." No. I was like, no.
Thick line.
Yeah,
We
thick
need
line.
thick line.
I said, get that fine line stuff out your head. I was like, bro, no, you're too melanated. I'm going to put that thin line on, and it's going to be gone.
This would be a fine line.
Yeah, right.
And this is not a fine line.
It's not. It's not considered
7
fine
or a
line.
9.
Yeah. But for us,
that's a
fine line. Like if I'm doing fine line on melanated skin, it's gonna be with about a 7 to 9.
Yeah.
Like maybe a buck pen 9, like something a little bit tighter. But I'm not rocking no 3 liner on a black person.
Yep.
Like it's just, sorry.
See, I got two general setups.
Yeah.
And yes, when I see you, I'm judging because I have to get my right equipment.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's different.
These are my options here. These are my options here.
Do you run with like different blacks?
I've started using that Ganga black.
That's what I use, bro. Yeah. That is dark.
Yeah, see, because it's a cool black. It's like a blue-based black. Versus other blacks aren't as cool as it.
Yeah.
So not traditionally. Usually I use dynamic.
Okay.
For black.
Right.
For white also, but I don't really. I mean, I was using their colors, but I started using solid ink colors, and I actually like the solid ink colors. I guess my favorite colors would be the Intense, but I haven't used them in a long time.
Yeah.
But Intense has always been my.
You feel like it works well with all skin tones.
Yeah.
That's why I rock with raw. Like, I'm sold. I promise you. Like, you use raw.
And raw and if I'm not mistaken, I think raw and solid ink are the same company. It's either raw and solid ink or it's raw and dynamic.
I think it is. Well, no, it's not raw and dynamic because you can't get it. You can't get raw from the dynamic distributor. If anything, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Element, maybe possibly, but they're like a newer company. Like they newer. I'm gonna say if anything, it's Element because I was on the Element website the other day and I seen they carried raw. But I buy directly from supplier. Like, I'm like, no Amazon, no nothing. I'm going to your website. I know it's going to take some time to get here, but...
Man, it take like 2 weeks at least.
Bro, but I know that it's coming from these people. I know it's the real ink. I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand when you buy through Amazon and all these other ones. Too many hands. It's touching too many hands. Like
somebody got it and stepped on it, put it back out there.
Exactly. It's just too much.
Made 2 sets out of 1.
Yeah, like it's not gonna. I don't know if I'm getting the right one, but raw on me. Like when I say it's a powder pigment, so it's a little bit thicker. Like it's really thick, and you have to have a mixer. Like if you don't have a mixer, I would not suggest that you use raw, because if it's not something that you're using every day, you're gonna have to shake for like an hour. Because it's so thick. So if you have a shaker, cool. Because even on my shaker, I'm talking about 2-3 minutes on the shaker. But whatever color you put and how it looks right then and there is exactly how it heals on whatever skin, like whatever skin tone. Go back and like look at my work and look at like the color on like dark skin, light skin, white, whatever. Like that shit is like in there. It is like acrylic paint. I love it. Like I love it. It's the best, and it's not too expensive.
That's why when I started using the solid ink, that's kind of one reason why I stuck with it. I was like, when it's not too thick, it's not too thin.
Right.
If you want to thin it out, just drop a little witch hazel in it, or whatever.
Right.
And
do you use a gray wash for your black and gray, or you just do like a drop system, like you just mix them?
I do both. See, that's another thing, depending on if you're melanated or not.
Right.
I might use a gray wash with white in it on lighter skin tones.
Right.
But on a darker skin tone, it's gonna be just a gray wash. Just no white in it.
Yeah, nah.
And the white on darker skin tones, white gray wash, it ends up healing more like a green tone to it because of the white.
Right, right.
To prevent that, just take it out the equation.
Yeah. I roll with a gray wash. I used to do a drop system, but I think gray wash just got me in a chokehold. You know what I mean? Like it's just it got me in a chokehold.
And for that, I use the dynamic. I have the dynamic smoke set.
I like
and then
that
I
one.
also have just a regular dynamic gray wash set.
Yeah.
Like I'll buy big bottles of that.
Now here's another thing, and I'm finna blow everybody. Well, not everybody. Every tattooer's mind with this, right? I just switched to Raw's gray wash, and guess what you could do?
What?
Buy them individual. You don't have to buy the whole set.
Yeah.
And like every time you buy a gray wash,
You run out of the 60, you run out of 40.
and then you gotta buy the whole set. Like I have so much in there. So when I was on buying my replacing my colors, I seen they had a gray wash, and then I seen it said like just the dark, just the medium. I was like, oh yeah, sold. Like I'm sold. Like, cause now I can just buy the one that I need. Like I don't need the whole set.
Yeah.
So they was smart for that.
And I used to.
They was smart.
I used to get the dynamic black, just the regular black. That's the one that's made for mixing.
Yeah.
And I used to make gray wash for
Like
the whole shop.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I just make a bunch of bottles of dark,
Bunch of bottles. Yeah.
like 4 different tones.
Yeah.
And give them to everybody in the shop.
Yeah.
Like here.
I heard like shops used to do that. Like they used to just have the gray washes pre-mixed up.
Yep. Because I was looking at everybody's drop system, and it's not consistent because sometimes you might have a smaller end cap and you might have a bigger one, and then it's like the smaller one is really like 3 times smaller than the other one, and
or
some of them 2 times
you
smaller.
did a drop and a half or a drop and a, you know what I mean? And then when you run out, that's what I learned with the drop system. Is like, when you get to that point where if I do this again, my needle's finna hit the cup. What am I supposed to do? Add a drop in more witch hazel? Because now that's not the same. Like you would literally have to throw all of that cup out and remake it again.
Yeah, and then that's why I started. I picked it up from Doug. I started using bigger end caps. Like he overdo it though.
He be using like a rinse cup.
Yeah, like you just fill it up. I'll be like, man, you already know that's way too much. He's like, yeah, but I'm not gonna run out. Like, you not, but he overdo it. But
yeah, I started doing 2.
Yeah.
I 2 everything. I don't care. Like if I waste it, I waste it. But I'm 2. Because what does happen is, and I'll go back and forth. Like I'll use them at the same time. So when they both get halfway, then I just take that one in,
dump it in there,
and then I have a full. It's been working.
Yeah.
It's been working. So.
And I hate when people try to use the little smallest ink caps talking about I'm saving ink. Like,
Bruh,
no, you're not.
no,
You're
not.
wasting your time. That's what you're doing.
Because as soon as you, then what? Now what you finna do?
Get another needle.
Yeah. You could have just poured a little bit more ink. Y'all
like, I just need 1 drop. I just got what? Like, no, you don't need 1 drop.
No,
you need like
thug it out, bro.
a cup full.
Yes. But pricing, pricing so you can have all the supplies. How much do you think you spend on supplies a month?
Man. Now everybody at the shop be saying I be overkilling everything. I have a cabinet like that that's just full of supplies.
Me too.
It's just it's packed.
Right. Yeah. I feel like it should be.
And they be like, you be doing too much. But then you want to come and get all this stuff. I was just gonna
say, but they need something though.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I probably spend, and I just did my taxes too.
Yeah. Ew.
I spend at least a good, I don't know, at least $1,500.
That's what I said.
Because some months, and then when I buy in bulk, I don't.
Same.
I'm not going to order one of nothing. I'm going to order a case.
Yes.
One case.
Yes, one case.
Is my one.
Yep. It's just me here, and I order a case of gloves.
Yeah.
Like, and I just got down to like my last 3 boxes of gloves.
Time to order. Should have been ordered.
Yeah, literally. I said, oh my God, I got 3. Like, I'm so behind. But yeah,
and then
ordered another case.
I do the tattoos and I also pierce.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So it's like, I'm going through them like this. Like, I'm literally ordering like 1, 2 cases of gloves. And then everybody in the shop wears a different size than me.
Oh,
So
damn.
I ordered a case or 2 cases for them, and then that's really for them.
Right.
So they don't mess with mine.
Yeah. What kind of gloves do you like? Do you have a preference?
I do have a preference.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember the brand.
Is it
I'm
Phantom?
gonna have to look it up, and
I rock with Phantoms. They make me feel like Spider-Man. Like
they're not Phantom.
They be so tight.
But it's a little cheap brand. But it's quality.
But it's quality.
Quality.
That's what
They're
matters.
thick.
Yeah. That's why I like
and then
a thick ass glove.
I have to have a set of gloves that fit relatively tight for my piercings.
Okay.
But when I tattoo, I do not like tattooing with the super tight glove.
Really? You like it a little loose?
Like a little loose.
Okay.
Because a lot of the times I'm repositioning your skin and doing all that, and when it's tight, it's like it gets too tight.
Right. Because when you do that, it's just squeezing.
See, the
more.
ones that's a little loose, when I do that, it's gonna tighten the glove. And I'm not trying to have my hand going numb because the glove done got too tight on me.
Yeah.
Then I gotta keep changing them because it's like I'm really trying to let my hand circulate. But when I pierce, it's like the complete opposite. It has to be tight, otherwise I won't be able to put whatever, like the jewelry on, like put the balls on the end of the jewelry or whatever.
And have you done any conventions? Like, have you been to conventions? Done any?
I have actually never, ever in my life been to one convention. And
Wow.
that's probably due to
being black.
Yep.
Not for real.
That's exactly why. It's due to that.
But you know what? Go to a convention. And I'm going to tell you why. It is totally freaking different. I feel like a big portion of what like we experience is because we're in a small town and we're in like almost like a little bit behind town. I went to my first convention in Jersey, fam. Nothing. Like it was no issues because it was more of we all tattoo. Now if you didn't tattoo, then they was looking at you crazy. But as long as you was like one of us, like a tattooer, that's all that matters.
Didn't they have like one coming up in Longview? It's going to be one in Tyler.
Yes,
like
it is.
Like that.
October 10th. Yeah. Shout out to Justin. Shout out to Brian. East Texas Tattoo Convention. I'm gonna have them on there. They're coming next week, I think. But yeah, no, that's all I was gonna say. Like, are y'all not doing that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna do them.
Okay.
That was one part of my resolution this year was I'm gonna go.
Yeah, do it. I'm telling you.
And this one in Longview in
Arclatech. Yeah, I don't never do that one.
I was gonna try to go because I've never been to like zero, so I was like.
Okay, I'm gonna say for your first one.
That's crazy for me.
For your first one. Don't do anyone local. Go do one in Dallas. Go do one outside of here first, just to get the experience. Because you'll be more comfortable around people you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they don't know nothing about you. And like I learned so much. I got so much better once I started going to conventions, because I was around people that like the stuff that you see, you're like, bro, you did not tattoo that. Like, stop lying. Like, and then you watch them do it, and you're like, that's insane. And then you ask them, and they tell you. Like, it's no beef.
Like
it's
no secret.
Yeah, it's no secret. Like, I literally walked up to like some of the biggest names out here. Like, I can message them now, because I just walked up and be like, dang, that's really nice. How you do that? They be like, oh, come here, let me show you. Oh, you want to run your machine on this? You want to do this? You want to do that? This is how I do this. Like, it's no beef at a convention. It's just a bunch of people that do the same thing that want to be good. And it's weird.
We should go to one.
We should pull up. I'm telling you, I'm not doing Arclatech. It's my girlfriend's birthday weekend, so I never do Arclatech. It's cool though. It's dope.
Oh, that's like annual.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They've been doing that for a while. It's cool. I feel like that one is very local. And that's why I'm excited about the East Texas. Nothing against the Arclatech show. It's a dope show. They've been doing it for years. They definitely put on a crowd. But I feel like I can tell you who's gonna win. You know what I'm saying?
One of them
I can tell you exactly who's gonna win. I can tell you who the judges are. I can tell you what it's gonna look like. That type of situation. It's very much they put it on and it's their show and they run it the way they want to run it. And I feel like the one in Tyler is going to be, because it's new, there's no opportunity to have pre-picks and that notion of like, oh, I know this guy, so he should
So
win
did
it.
you enter any other competitions?
Oh yeah. I did. Now I've done Jersey, I've done North Jersey, and I've done Vegas, and then I'm doing the East Texas.
So how do the competitions work there? Like,
It's crazy, fam. Like literally,
are you entering like pre?
you can do both.
Pieces?
You can. It depends.
I feel like that's like cheating.
It's really not though. It's really not, because to me a healed piece to enter is more difficult than a fresh, because I can make a fresh tattoo look hella good, and then in 3 weeks that hoe really done fell out.
Fall out.
So if you bring in a healed piece and it still look nice, cool. But there's normally different categories. So I like doing the what's it called? Villain Arts. Villain Arts puts on like the biggest ones. That's the ones that big. But they'll have fresh category and healed categories. So it'll be all the same, but it'll be fresh and healed. So that way fresh is going against fresh, healed is going against healed.
Yeah.
So it's really fair, because a fresh would never go against a healed type. Now at conventions for tattoo of the day and like tattoo overall, like winner, those have to be done at the convention.
Yeah, see, that's what I meant by like the cheating, because I'm like, how do you know if this person even really did this tattoo?
Oh, you could tell, trust me.
Or if it was just like,
them judges be on it, fam.
they had somebody else do it, and then they like,
just
brought the
entering
tattoo
it.
and like, yeah, I did this. Like,
I feel like that'd be weird though. Like, but
you
niggas,
didn't do
weird.
that tattoo,
Like,
and your homeboy that don't want to come up here
it could be that.
did the tattoo.
People can enter their own too. Like, you don't have to be a tattoo artist. Like on those, if it's a healed piece and you think that you got the baddest portrait and you want to enter it in, you can enter it. Like, it's cool for the artist, obviously. Normally they give you two things. They'll give you a plaque, and then they'll give you like some sort of little trophy. And you're supposed to like keep the plaque, give the trophy to the client, or give the plaque to the, it's two things. So most of us keep both.
You'd be like, they don't know about this.
Give me that.
One for the house, one for the shop.
I've entered, looking back now, the stuff that I entered, it was not technically ready for a convention. Like a convention, the judges are looking for technically sound pieces, not overall look. Like I can do a badass, I was putting out badass overall, but technically it wasn't where it needed to be. Because when I say they be on it, like, if this is the arm, right? Like say this is the tattoo that you did, they're on it like this. Like it ain't no from back there and they're like, oh, that looks good. No, they're on it. Yeah. It's 3 to 4 of them in a row, looking at it, turning, not saying anything, just notes. And it's a point system. So at the end, whoever checked all the boxes, that's who wins. And it can be, sometimes you can have a small piece beat out this large piece because that small piece was technically done correctly. There's no blowouts. The color is saturated. All the lines are straight. The shading is flawless. Like, that's what they look at. Not, oh, that's a cool tattoo.
Yeah.
It's very like technical. So this year, I'm definitely taking some hardware. I'm just focusing. Like, I'm going something no bigger than here. Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna make sure that thing is spot on. Like, ain't nothing missing, wrong, none of that.
So when you tattoo, do you like doing a little typewriter thing when you start at the bottom and work your way up, or do you do like the outline and go back and do this and do that? And
I used to type. I used to outline black tones. Now I start from the bottom and go up, straight printer. Like, when I'm done with a spot, I'm done. I'm laying all my tones. Only thing I may not lay is like if it's a super bright color. Mm-hmm. Other than that though, I'm working, going up, and when I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
I like doing it like that. What about you?
I like doing both.
Yeah.
The typewriter thing is cool. But sometimes I like not really throwing the dark tones into how dark they're gonna be, but darkening the areas.
Right.
and it kind of like breaks the skin up a little bit. It makes it easier to tattoo over.
Yeah.
No, sometimes you could irritate the customer because it's like you're going back to it.
Yes.
But
yes.
then, you know, you need to use some Bactin or Bactine or whatever, and
it'll chill them out.
yeah.
Do you run your machine high or low?
For lining, it's gonna run anywhere between like a 6 to 7.
Okay.
Maybe 7.5.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And that also depends on your
The client.
skin.
Yeah, for sure. If you're melanated, if you hydrated, if you ain't hydrated, if you old.
And then I'm either gonna run like a 4.2, 4.0 for lining. If you're older, then I'm not going past 3.5. So I'm not gonna tear your poor little skin up for no reason.
Bro, you know which old skin I hate? It's that one where I don't care what you running on. You can be running that bitch at a hand poke speed. As soon as you touch it, you see it split.
Yeah, see that?
You like, first of all, why you getting a tattoo?
Yep.
Like, why are you getting a tattoo, bro? That's the ones you gotta just go like so slow, man.
One thing that I've learned over time is that if your client get there early, like super ashy or something like that, put some lotion on them, wrap it in plastic, let them sit there like it's numbing cream.
Okay, and it just hydrates the skin.
Yeah. Or if you know from the night before,
they was at you seen
like, man, put hella lotion on.
Yeah.
Go to sleep. Don't wash it off.
I've been seeing people.
Don't worry about washing it off. Put some more on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean your skin thoroughly before we start.
But then it's hydrated.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna actually try that. I might implement that.
So if you can do a consultation with somebody and then you see like, okay, well, they don't really be doing the lotion thing like that. I've even given some people some lotion in a little container and was like, this is a special tattoo lotion. You need to put this on the night before and go to sleep with it on. All it is just some unscented lotion.
They're like, well, let me put this on.
Yep. I'm getting tatted tomorrow.
Bro.
Because I already see, like, man, I'm going to tear your skin up as dry as your skin is.
You got tattooed through 2 layers of ash first. Yeah, bro. Man. I swear, I be telling my client, you could have put some lotion on. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just throwing that out.
But then it's crazy when they come. First thing I say, do you have any lotion on? Because I'm going to wipe it off anyway. Yeah. But it's about being moisturized.
Yeah, it's literally.
You cannot have lotion on and have moisturized skin.
Right. If you do it daily. Yes. Yeah. If you actually moisturize daily, then it'll go. Mm-hmm. All right, so now we just been chopping it up, fam. Like, I think it's because like it's our first time meeting too. Yeah. So like just straight up chopping it up. We gotta play a game. So this is called 2 Tattoos and a Lie. All right, I'm gonna tell you 3 tattoos that I've done. You tell me which one I didn't do. All right?
All right.
Okay. I got one dude about 6'4", maybe about 320, bodybuilder, tattooed a full skull, whole ass. 2.
You said a full skull on his whole ass?
Uh-huh. Second one is I tattooed cat paw prints from a cat that had been passed away for 23 years, and the lady still had the cat ashes with her. Last is I tattooed a mom and a daughter with matching brands on their ass. Which one?
When you say matching brands?
Like little stamp, like the crescent, you know?
Let me see. Now we are in Texas, so that brand one probably true.
Okay.
And weirdly, these cat people be so serious. That's probably true. One for the book.
Okay. So which one do you think?
Maybe the bodybuilder, but the bodybuilder, it seemed like a bodybuilder would do that though.
Right.
Like the whole skull is just one cheek or something like that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the bodybuilder as the one that's not real.
It's the brands on the ass. I really did a big ass dude, bro. And I don't mean one cheek. I mean cheek. Nose is the middle.
Man.
Like one eye. You envision it, bro? Like, swear. I promise you. And then the cat lady, I thought this cat.
I believe that.
Bro, I thought the cat had just died. Like the way
Yeah.
she was crying and talking about it, I'm like, oh, this is so sad. Cause I got dogs. Like, something happens to my dog, I'm gonna be sick. Like, for real. Like, I've had them since they were babies. So like the way she was going on, I'm like, damn, this is crazy. You know, she just lost her cat. So I was like, when did you lose him? Cause she had the ashes. She said
23 years
Bro.
ago. Today.
Why the fuck you still got these?
Yeah.
Let that cat go.
Did she want you to put some ashes in the ink?
Bro, I would never. Like, just because that whole situation, and what she wanted was she had a picture of how the cat used to hold her, and she wanted, like, the prints, which is cool. It was a super cool idea. I just feel like it was 23 years too late.
Yeah.
You know, like, you could have just got the prints and left the ashes and everything else of the cat at home.
Some people that's serious about their cats.
Cat people are, like, intense.
Matter of fact, my girl and they had a cat that's like, sometimes they talk about the cat like it just happened. The cat was named Snowy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I've never seen the cat. Like, I've seen like a couple pictures and
Right.
they have like some videos of the cat and you know.
Cat been gone.
But yeah, cat out of there.
Whenever I do Flash, like if it's like Friday the 13th or anything, like I throw so much cat shit on there, bro.
Yeah.
They coming.
There's
Like,
a unique crowd. And I did like a cat that was like on this lady going like this, kind of like sliding
yeah,
down.
yeah.
And then they were supposed to be matching tattoos. And then the other one was like, I want my cuts longer. And then the first one was like, no. Can you make these cuts a little longer? They end up being like all the way down. I'm like, oh my God.
Why?
These cat people are serious.
Bro, I'm dead. Cat people, I'm sorry, cat people. We love y'all. They get tattoos though.
Mm-hmm.
The cat people get tattoos more than dog people. I do more
Yeah.
cat tattoos, cat ears, cat prints than dogs. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I nowhere near comparison.
It's like a whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what they should do? They probably should have like a cat cafe. You know how they be having like little dog places?
Yeah, they have cat cafes, just not here. I'm allergic.
My son is. I almost said me too. I just don't like cats. But I might as well be. But my son is
Yeah, I'm
allergic to cat
like
dander.
highly, bro. So they open a cat cafe, I'm dead. But I think that's cool. I would like a dog cafe.
You know, the Republic Ice House, they
Yeah.
let you bring your dogs
Yeah.
and stuff in there.
Yeah, I think a cafe would be better.
Yeah.
Bro, I went to Republic Ice House. Us, you know us, bro. It's just certain stuff we do and we don't do. We sat at the bar and the dog sat at the bar. I was like, oh.
Yeah. See, I
Okay.
tattooed. I tattooed one of the bartenders up there.
Yeah.
At one point, just before I knew what it was,
Right,
and she
right,
was
right.
telling me, "Oh yeah, we have karaoke and all this and all that and blah 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 blah." And then I had a client that was coming in after her,
Yeah.
and he he was a disabled vet and he had a dog with him.
Yeah.
You know, like the dog that you can have.
Yeah,
with
like
you, the
service dog, yeah.
service animal. Yeah. So she was telling me about how the dog could come in there because he was trying to find places he could take
For
you know,
sure,
his dog
for
or
sure.
whatever. So she was telling me about that, and that's what made me go over there I just went to randomly
Yeah.
check it out.
I like it.
Yeah,
I do like the
look,
vibe.
Get their wings and get
Nigga,
that
I've already
shrimp.
what are you talking about? Get the
that-
cheese logs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Dude.
they food, I like it. I think it's too slept on. Like they need, I don't know. Like
Yeah.
it just needs like more. You know
And
what I'm
you
saying?
can go like, cause that's not far from the shop. It's like 5 minutes from the shop. So
Yeah,
I could
from-
just
yeah.
go in like the middle of the day and be in the corner by myself on an iPad working on my next
Yeah.
stencil for my
Yeah.
next client or whatever. Eating good over there,
No,
chilling.
on me. Like,
Nobody
the
gonna
food,
come mess with me or
that
nothing.
is true. That is true. The food, I go there whenever I want to go to the bar by myself because of that. Because I
Yeah.
know it's gonna be real low key. I know I can just kind of go in there, order my drink, sit down.
Yep.
It's not crowded. So it makes sense. It's good for what it does. Shout out Republic Ice House. That's funny that you really thought. Now the brands is a real tattoo, but I didn't do it. Somebody else did it.
Yeah, because I know people be trying to get
All the
brands
time.
and stuff.
And it was mom and daughter, which tripped me out. I'm like, you're getting a matching ass tattoo with your daughter.
Last week, did you get a call from a guy asking about a brand? This dude was calling like all the shops asking about a real live brand. Like he wanted to get branded.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
I was like, man,
That's
you might have to go to Dallas for that. I said,
Yeah.
there's probably some people that'll brand you right now.
Put it on
Pull
Facebook.
up, they'll brand you.
Put it on Facebook. You have a line around the corner, bro. That's insane. Yeah, that's like scarification. Do you do that?
I've done it before, but I don't.
Hell nah. I
I'm just
can't.
like, it's kind of borderline, kind of getting
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, like you literally have to hurt them.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're gonna get it. Talking about changing your crowd.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You offer that service. Watch how your crowd change.
I just couldn't. I couldn't do it, bro. Like scarification, and then I mean, I did see a cool one. I can't remember who doing it. I think maybe Desert Rose is doing it, but they blacked it out and then scarred it on top. Like did the scarification on top. That it looks so clean. Like I'm not gonna lie, and I've never been a fan of that, but it looks so good. I think it was like 903, but like so solid black and then scarred with the 903 with white. It was sick. It was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. But yeah, no, I just none of that. I'm not there for it.
The piercings is enough for me.
I can't do that either. I'm not piercing nothing. That's
I pierce everything, almost everything.
almost everything with your nose.
I'm not doing no, what is it, the Prince Albert or the Jacob's Ladder.
None of those.
I'm not doing those.
Why? You know, it's just
Well, my Raquel will do them for you.
okay.
I'm just not doing them.
I feel you. I think the only shop here is the shop that I used to work at is Premier. He's the only one because everybody refers them to him because he'd be like, he's here for it. But yeah. All right. So now, everybody that comes on got to do their top 5 local artists.
Well, let me tell you. I'm in the industry.
For sure.
But I'm not like actively in the industry.
Right.
This is the first tattoo. Let me just make sure.
Right.
Yes, this is the first tattoo shop I've been to aside from my own shop.
Really?
I don't do all of that because it just be too much like gossip and drama and this
For sure.
and all of these shops always talking mess about these other shops and back and forth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would I even want to introduce myself
Be a part
to
of
that?
it. Yeah.
So
yeah.
as far as my favorite artist goes, as far as local, it'd have to be like Rick,
For sure.
you,
Appreciate it.
Jay,
Okay. Got it.
like
But see, that's why I started this.
I don't really
No lie. This literally why I started this podcast because I was in Walmart and I'm walking past tattooers that I know are tattooers. They know that I'm a tattooer. Like we're giving each other that look. We don't say shit. Just walk past each other. And I'm like, why? Like why? Let's just get it out there because a lot of it comes from prejudgment. Like I'm thinking this person's an asshole. They thinking I'm an asshole. I'm thinking they don't like me. They're thinking I don't like. And none of that's true.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
none
even
of
know
yeah.
nobody.
I don't even know you because since I've been like running this. This is now gonna be my 3rd episode. I have connected so many artists that literally was like I didn't even know this dude knew my name.
Oh, you know what? I did meet somebody. Her name is Deanna
Okay.
at Lost Boys.
Dope.
I like her work.
Yeah.
And I randomly met her. I was at the gas station one day. This is back when I used to have the expedition that said need a tattoo on the side with the QR code and the phone number.
Yeah.
And she walked up on me. First, it seemed like somebody was following me first. It was kind of weird at first. And I'm like, man, that's the same ass car.
Yeah.
Then she just walked up on me and just started talking to me. The only other person I've met in the industry aside from people I've actually worked with out here. She was cool.
Okay.
And she said that she worked at the Lost Boys and like I followed her page or whatever and she followed my page or whatever.
Cool. See? And that's all it gets. So you got Rick, me, Deanna, Jay.
Yeah, and
You need one more. It's got to be somebody in Tyler that you looked at their work and you was like, that's solid. I like that.
I actually like Mel work.
Okay. Ain't by Mel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mel's nice.
I like his work.
Yeah. I like that. See? It wasn't that bad.
I'm surprised I was able to squeeze 5 out.
You don't think about it until you start saying it. And then you like, okay, it's actually, I like this person. I actually like this person. But I think this part of the segment is cool because it's us giving other people flowers. And sometimes people need to hear that, especially in this industry. Like, bro, because, we so hard on ourselves. And we thinking that everybody else is looking at our stuff, because they are. And they judging like, is it good? Is it not good? So like, it's cool to hear somebody else say that they like your work.
Yeah.
And I appreciate like that. I appreciate everybody that comes on and says that part. But tell the people where they can find you, what's your social media handles, how they get in contact with you, where you at.
We located at 12805 State Highway 64 East in Tyler, Texas, 75707. Even though it's a Tyler address, it's really Chapel Hill. So we're right across from the Kissam Intermediate School, or Kissam, or however you say it, in Chapel Hill. At the Valero gas station, we share a parking lot with them, along with Tino's Tacos No. 2. We're opening a snow cone stand over there.
Tight.
It's going to be called 6'4" Shaved Ice. That's the other little building if anybody's seen it there.
All right.
You can reach me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the platforms. It's HWY64INK. It's Highway 64 Inc. That's like the name, the tag or whatever, or
the at.
Yeah, the at. The at. My bad. The at.
Bet. Yeah. Well,
and you can also find us on Google.
Easy. Highway 64 Inc.
Yep. And if you want to book on all of those sites, including Google, the booking link is there also.
Hell yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you for inviting me.
We definitely got to run it back. I'm going to bring Stubby back, y'all. Make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe on all my videos. I drop a new episode every Wednesday. If you're an artist or a shop and you want to reach out and get like your artist on here, you want to chop it up, go on and send me a message. You can email me at superscottartist@gmail.com or anything like that. Or just hit me up on Facebook, IG. Y'all know what it is. Till next time, S2 Studios, Super Scotter Artist. Let's go.
Say what? I told her ride the wave like a nigga got a brush. My city full of shit, so sometimes I gotta flush.